This video is going to show you how to create a Google Doc in Google Drive and how I want your papers always to look when you send them to me. Whether it's an essay or anything else, a homework assignment or something that I'd like you to send through Google Drive, this is how I would like you to create it. So the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to get into Google Drive, and you do that by clicking on this little box here with these dots, and then you go to Drive. Then once you're there, you're going to have to get into your account. If your email isn't already there, you might have to type it in the username. It is your Gmail account. And then you're typing your password. So I have done that. And you could either enter or hit sign in, either one. Okay, so then it's going to take you to your Drive. Then you're going to hit create up here in the left hand corner, and then you're going to hit document. Okay, so this is how your page will look when you first enter. The very first thing I want you to do is to click on and create a title. So if you take your mouse and click on Untitled Document, it will allow you to type a title in there. All of your titles have to be the same for me depending on what assignment it is. So the first thing you're going to always put in your title is the name of the class. If you're in my AP English class, it would be AP English. If you are in my Junior English, it would be Junior English. So I'm just going to use the example for AP English. So you're going to type in AP, 2 capital letters, English, capital E-N-G-L-I. SH. It has to be all capital, the capital and small the way that I put it. Then you're going to type in the hour. So if you're in whatever hour you're in, I'm just going to use first hour as the example. Then you're going to hit space and then a dash and then space again. And then you are going to type in your last name. And then you're going to hit space, dash, space, and then the title of the assignment. I'm just going to use the summer essay as an example. I will always give you the title of the assignment that I want you to put in there. Right now I've just got the summer essay one. So then you're going to hit OK. Now, that will appear here. I have to have it this way because I have filters in my Google Gmail that will filter everything, and it will not be in my box, which I'll show you later, my inbox. So that's why it has to be this way. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to set up the way the paper is supposed to look. All essays and assignments I would like you to get used to doing in MLA format. The first page in MLA format, MLA is the language format, what they're going to have you do for research papers and stuff like that in college. So I want to teach it to you and make sure that you're practicing it. So the first thing to do in the MLA format is to set up your first page. And the way that you do that is you're going to have, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to have to set up your margins. Now, if you are in anything other than Google Docs, the default margins are not 1 inch, but luckily in Google Docs, the default margin is 1 inch, so you really don't need to set it up. But in MLA format, you have to have 1 inch margins. After you set up the margins, then you would have to set up the page header. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Actually, before the page header, I want you to set up the spacing. So to do that, you would go into format, and then you go to line spacing, and everything for MLA has to be double spaced, and everything I want you to do for me too has to be double spaced. So you would just go into format, line spacing, and click on double, and you'll be set. Then you're going to set up a header with your last name and the page number. Once you set that up, your last name and page number, the different page number will appear each consecutive page. So the first thing you're going to do is hit insert, then you're going to go to header, and then I want you to hit right align, because it has to be all the way over to the right, but then I want you to hit enter, because it should be a ½ inch down from the top of the page. So you're going to type your last name only, and then hit a space. When you are done with that, you're going to go back into Insert, and you're going to put page number, and you're going to put it at the top of the page, and it will automatically put in the page number. Then you click anywhere on the paper, and it'll take you back to the regular paper. You do not want to put this next left margin information in the header section. You want to put it in the regular section of your paper. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to type your name. Then you're going to hit enter, and you're going to need my name. Then you're going to hit enter, and you are going to put the class name. So I'm just going to use AP as an example. Class name and the hour number. So AP English. And then you're going to put first hour. And you're going to hit enter, and you're going to need the date the paper is due. So our summer essay is due on August 29th. So I'm going to use that one. The weird thing about MLA is that it needs to have the day first, so, and no commas and no anything else for the date. Always has to be this way. So the day is the 29th, and then August, and then 2014. So whatever the due date is for whatever paper I give you, that's the date you would put here. Then you hit enter just once, and you're going to create a title for your pieces always. So then you go to the center mode, and what I want you to put in for just whatever you can create your own title when you're creating your own essays and things like that, depending on what you're doing. But right now for this for the summer essay, I'm just going to type summer essay just to make it easy. And then you hit enter, and then you're going to go back to the left margin, and then all your paragraphs must be indented. So you have got to hit the tab key once, not spaces, not anything else, but the tab key. The tab key is on your keyboard, located all the way over to the left above the caps key. So you would hit that once, and then you're ready to type. A couple things that I want to make sure that you're doing when you're typing is you have to make sure that you're not putting spaces before commas and periods. For some reason this happens, and I think it happens because many of you type on your phones, which is perfectly fine to do. However, when you do automatic spelling, which appears for you, like if you don't know how to spell something or you want it to automatically spell it just to make it quicker, what happens is it automatically puts in a space. If you don't backspace before you type your comma or your period, you're going to end up with a space before it. So it's very, very important that you do not have a space between a comma or a period. So I'm going to type that right now just to make sure you see what it looks like. Oops. If you use a comma or a period, comma, you do not put a space before the comma or the period, but you should put a space after both a comma and a period space. There is only one space after a period. There used to be two, but now they've changed it to just one space. So you only need one space after a period, but make sure you have one, otherwise everything just goes together. And if you noticed, I kept typing and it automatically went to the next line. But if you want to start a new paragraph, I need you to hit enter, nothing other than enter, and then tab again, but tab only once. So that is how you would do a paper in Mrs. Tanski's class, at least the first page. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to share it with me. So you see this blue tab up here in the corner that says share. You click on that, and then it's going to come up. There's a link here. You don't need to do anything with that link. You're going to have to keep this private, and then you're the owner, but then you can put anybody's email address. So I'm just going to put mine because that's where I want you to send these. Now if you notice it comes up, it's actually, once you do it once for me, it will always come up at the bottom like that. So you can easily, but it is ttanski@gmail.com. But make sure you're spelling my name right and everything else, and Gmail right, and everything, because many times students spell anything wrong here, it will not come to me. And they say, I sent it to you, and then I never get it. So make sure you're spelling it right. You have to keep, so that's good, that's in there. Then you have to make sure this says can edit. It must stay can edit, so that I can type in your paper as well as add comments. Then you're going to hit the send, and it's going to go to my email. So then I will be able to access it through my email. So that is how you do a Google document and share it with me. And then you're going to, well, then you click done. And that is it.